Hey guys.
Hey.
Wow.
Long time no see.
Where have you all been? Like, we're over here waiting for you guys, and you just like sitting over there. Finally, you joined us.
I know. Disappear for like 2 months. No word. You guys didn't post to tell us that you're coming back.
Oh my gosh. It's been so long, actually.
Psychic Sundays is back. Hello. I'm your friendly neighborhood channel shaman and psychic medium, Riz the Wiz, and
Miss
hi.
Lady O. I am your neighborhood empath extraordinaire. I'm here to help you untangle and get centered and to help your nervous system heal in the midst of chaos. And of course, we're living in perfect divine chaos right now. So any questions you guys might have today, please feel free to start thinking of them, writing them down. We're not ready to take questions yet, but get ready to start putting them in. And we have with us our resident astrologer, assistant moderator, Miss.
Director of...
Are you going to say your name?
Something.
I was letting you guys give me as many introductions as you wanted. It was really fun.
Miss Erica
Merriweather.
Well, as you guys may have known and noticed, we are in the new set for the Mystics.
Yes.
And take a look around and welcome to the party. This is the headquarters.
This is it.
Yeah, this is like the Third Eye Center somewhere in Southern California at a secret location hidden in the hills. Might be
like
underwater.
X-Files.
Huh? You don't know.
Sounds like X-Files with MTV.
But that is what we are as X-Files with.
It is,
Except
actually.
MTV is like over, right? Doesn't play videos anymore.
Don't say MTV is over.
No.
They haven't played videos in 20 years anyway.
Well, it's like the Christmas spirit, you know, it never dies.
Well,
MTV is like the Christmas spirit, it never dies.
Yeah. I thought that was good. What?
Well, this is where we're going to be broadcasting from. Guys, you guys have been with us since the very beginning. Welcome back. We're so happy to feel you here with us live. And we want you to just feel the energy of the new studio.
Yes.
And just vibe with it.
Well, you may notice we have an editor. Do you guys know that? Check him out. This is Alex.
You can't see him. The camera's not on him.
He's going to, well, he's going to have to do a wide shot.
There isn't.
He can't do a wide shot. Here we go with arriving super technical. So what I was going to say is that we have this wonderful wide shot that you guys are going to see, this big studio that we're in, and we're all separated into our own little coves. And Riz, you have your special cove.
Pods.
What would you consider your cove? What is it? Is it called? It's just like your gamer.
I will call this
like
psychic, spiritual, gangster, mystique, gamer, Captain Crunch. Wave your flag. Wave your flag.
Captain Crunch flag. And I am in my, it feels very princessy, actually. I keep saying that because there's so much pink going on and so much like, it's like this soft, like
it is
really,
very divine, feminine, goddess vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 And Miss Erica.
I'm in the bad kids corner.
Are you?
This is where the bad kids hang out. With the electric guitars, I've got Scooby-Doo, Freddie Mercury behind me, jukebox. There's nothing but trouble happening in this corner.
Erica, tell us who's joined us tonight.
We have Paul, whose birthday it is today.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday.
Day after, was Valentine's Day yesterday, right?
Yes, it was.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Day, baby.
If you have a partner, happily partnered up, happy Valentine's Day to you. And if you're not partnered, happy self-love and loving the world and learning to love life again day to you too also.
Let's see who else we've got. We've got Colleen. We have Linda.
Hey, guys.
Melody.
Welcome
back. Kathy Arnott.
Yes, Kathy Arnott.
Newfie. Hippie Love. Yasmin. Idalee. And a bunch of new people. Christina. Jay Dimsdale.
Hello, hello. Why doesn't everybody tell us where you're coming from? Where are you located right now in this big, beautiful world? Let us know. We'd like to give a shout out. You know, we also do I would say kind of wild things on this show that you guys unexpected. And I'll give you an example. A couple months ago, we actually sent a pizza to a random
A couple
viewer.
of times we did that.
Yeah. So we were actually thinking we might do that again tonight, except this time you might get what? Chinese food?
Maybe Thai, whatever you want.
Right? You never know who's
We'll
going
pick
to
a
be
lucky
the one.
winner and send you some food.
And what we will do, what we will do is have you send your address to info@rizmirza.com.
Don't worry, it's never going to be shared with anybody.
Info@rizmirza.com.
Yeah.
You give your address. If we pick you, and Erica will actually put in the actual
The order.
Uber Eats
the
order.
order, but
You have to be in the U.S.
yeah, remember in Peru, somebody
Yeah.
wanted a pizza and we couldn't get it.
They're like, sorry, Carla.
We couldn't get it to Peru.
Oh my goodness.
So what are the cities that people are watching in from today?
We have got New York,
Hell
the
yeah.
Bronx,
We got
the Bronx.
Oregon, Hollywood,
Yeah.
Hamilton, Ontario.
Hollywood, California, or Florida?
I don't know. They just said Hollywood. So
All right.
mystery remains. Savannah, Georgia, Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh, yes,
Yes,
Salem. I miss
Salem.
Salem.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Salem. We did a Salem
know.
retreat where we took a group of people, stayed in this Italian villa
Yes.
by the water right outside of Salem, and it was haunted.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, your UFO died.
My UFO never dies.
Like the Christmas spirit.
My UFO just makes noise.
never
Guys, look,
dies.
check out my UFO here. You want to see something cool, guys? You ready? You're wondering how that happens? Watch this. Look. Is that not the best thing ever? You have to have this UFO. You have to have it. And if you can't find it, I can't tell you what to do because I don't remember where I got it from.
Well,
My arm's stuck.
you gotta do it. Like, I dare you. I
What?
was gonna dare you to like try to do it for the whole show, but you didn't even let
It's
me
like when
say
Mr.
it.
Beast just counted from 1 to 1,000,000. That's how he got viewers. Psychic Riz the Wiz just put his arm up for like 16 days.
Yeah, you could go viral for
And then
that.
another 16 days of chiropractic alignments.
Worth it.
Yeah. It's
Hello, everybody coming in from Calgary, from Canada, from our northern friends. We have people coming in from Orange, city of Orange, Los Angeles. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. So what we do on this show is we talk about all things metaphysical, spiritual, psychic. We do empathic conversations. We keep it super fun and lighthearted and also very deep, but I would say high vibrational. So you're not going to see us talking about any current topics that are going on right now in the world because it's not about that.
Leave the world
It's-
behind when you watch this show.
Exactly.
Because
It's
we're
about
not
where
about
you're
the
at.
earthly world. We're
That's
more
right.
about the spiritual world because the rest of the days of the week,
Yeah.
you're just bombarded
Yes, exactly.
scrolling, bad news, bad news, bad news, funny cat video, bad news, funny squirrel video, animals talking jokes, but then bad news again.
Right.
So tonight, and every time we do Psychic Sundays, we're here to remind you that you live in a much bigger reality, and you sense this, don't you? Because there's something more than this. Obviously, this isn't everything. But while this is happening, there's stuff in the unseen, the higher frequencies, the higher realms. We don't mean better when we say higher. We just mean the frequency is very high, so you can't necessarily hear it with your ears or see it with your physical eyes, but you can feel it and sense it with your third eye. And we are here to help support that,
Yes.
answer questions, if it's psychic or channeling or shamanic, ask me. If it is empathic or shamanic, ask O. And if it's about the stars and the celestial realm and astrology or tarot, ask E.
Well, that's new. So
Well,
she normally doesn't do that on this show because she's manning womaning
Well,
the
people ask
computer,
about
but
them. What sign? What does it mean when the
if
moon
it's
is
a light
in?
Question, if it's a light question, because
Yeah,
she's not actually.
yeah.
doing
We're not
that
talking about
tonight.
astrological charts. Let me clarify.
I will not be doing live chart readings.
Yes, no live chart readings. Oh, but meaning like, what does the sun in blah 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 mean?
Yeah. I mean, you know, we can sprinkle it in.
Did I say the sun? I meant the
a couple
moon.
little sprinkles on the cupcake. It's multifaceted, guys.
Exactly.
Should we go over the rules?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
do that.
Okay, so very important if you are going to ask a question that you put your name in your question. It has to be your first name. If it's just your handle, we can't read your question. If you're asking about someone on the other side, we need their name and the date that they transitioned.
Just a year.
Yeah, just the year. Am I forgetting any of the rules, you guys? It's been a minute since we...
Yeah, just first
Whatever
names
rules.
only, please.
Yeah, first names. And we'll do spirit shout-outs.
So what is a spirit shout out, you ask? To all our new friends?
Oh, the bell. Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh.
Hold on.
We don't have a bell.
We don't even know where the bell is.
Wait. I have to think about it. I think I do know where the bell is, but I would probably have to leave and go get it.
You can
No,
leave
you
it.
can't leave and go get the bell.
Okay.
I'll just make like a ding ding sound.
Oh my God.
Our daughter Alexandria
I
can
don't
give a
know where
wave.
it's at.
Hello, can we get a shot of the beautiful Alexandria,
Yes.
our eldest, divine feminine, awesome yoga teacher, health coach, breath work. Just give a wave. She's not mic'd, but she's here because we have to have her be part of everything. She's actually has been part of the podcast. You guys just didn't know. She was
Yeah.
in the room, but now
talked
we're
about her
in
many
the
times.
new Castle Cozy Studios.
Do you want to talk about our big news?
So we have some big news. Is that it?
It's big news.
More? Okay, we have really
It's
big news.
really big news.
So here's the. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead. You
All
can
right.
say it.
Actually, Erica.
Yes.
You have-
Well, no, she can't show it because that's not the.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because
no,
of
yeah.
Final
intellectual
cover.
property stuff right now.
Okay,
So
go
we were
ahead.
telling you
Ding,
guys
ding,
that we had
delete
some.
that.
We were telling you guys that we have some big news that will be in the works, and we have not announced this anywhere online before. But we've been really busy since before Christmas, which is why we were telling we were moving into our new house and our new studio, setting all of this up, and working on our new project, which is debuting in mid-April. We have launched, written, and created a magazine that is going to be in stores mid-April in Barnes & Nobles across the country, and it is a seasonal mystical guide. It is a seasonal mystical living guide that's going to come out 4 times a year, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And Orion and I created this. We are the editors and the creative directors.
Yes.
And we have a host of wonderful people on the team. We have Erica, who's doing her astrology and the director of operations, and we have really great contributors. The name of the magazine is Chakra Cozy. Chakra Cozy is the name of the magazine. You want to talk about it more?
Well, it's basically putting together our lifestyle, our belief system, and a way of living that we see so many of our clients and people that we know want to express, but it's not really seen in current magazines right now. So we are not really seeing other lifestyle magazines that are capturing the vibrancy, the essence, the fire, the edginess, the love, and deep teachings of mystical and spiritual conscious living.
Right.
So what we're seeing is we're seeing lifestyle magazines that are like mindful or with, good quotes
Yoga.
and yoga
Yeah.
and, but I think everybody is pulling for more. I think we all want more in life. We're all wanting to express more, feel more. And I think that it was time for us to actually put this together. It was a serious, what would you call it? Like a mission? I don't even know.
It was our mission for a long time.
Oh, it was intense.
Because
but
you know
we
what's
did it.
interesting, guys? It's like you do what you do in your life, and sometimes if you have a lot of different things that you do, and it's not just one person, but let's say you're married to a person who also does a bunch of different things, and you're friends with people that you're really close to that do different things, but you're like, how do I get all of this expression out? Because we've led retreats, we've been on so many podcasts and media things, and we've done channeling and stages all around the world. There's written so many different books, and all of it was kind of scattered in a way, or separate. Scattered is bad, but it's separate. How do we bring all of these worlds together? The conversations that we have with you guys and our audience, and by the way, everyone, congratulations. We're over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Let's do 1 million this year.
Woohoo!
Actually, we had over 1 million views in the last 28 days. And what's crazy is we were not even filming. It
Oh my
was just the
gosh.
content that we have.
See, you let go and
Yeah.
sometimes things grow.
Right.
So it's really about, this magazine represents what we have been trying to teach people for 20 years. Teach them, show them, share with them. How do you live a modern life, but also a mystical life. So we said, let's make a magazine for the modern mystic. Those are people who, just all of us who live a regular life.
Right.
And then, but all of it is, people have crystals and they meditate and they're doing yoga and they're doing Reiki and they're interested in spirit guide channeling and shaman work and so many different things and making their life cozy. Therefore, the name Chakra Cozy is about all of your chakras being cozy in your life. And we go into actual physical chakras. I have a section in this, the first issue. So the first issue is called Bloom Spell.
It's the spring.
The spring issue is called Bloom Spell, meaning like it's chakra cozy. And O and I are on the cover, and then you'll see Bloom Spell and the different articles that are in there. So as
now,
the weeks go on.
So guess what?
Yeah. What?
We have a second big surprise. We have Chakra Cozy TV, which is going to be our next big YouTube channel. And we are going to be showcasing putting the magazine together.
Yes.
We're going to be doing behind the scenes. We're going to be doing wonderful up close shots, moments, tutorials. It's going to be things like, let's say our summer feast and how we prepare for that, or what does the table look like, or a cozy nook, or anything. It's anything that sparks us.
Or
that
sit
feels
and
good.
breathe with us. And go through the crystals. Sit in the room with me as I'm showing you all the different crystals and things. Everything that's about like already probably a part of you guys' life, because our community is really all those people who are thinking consciously and metaphysically first. So we hope you guys really enjoy it and take this ride with us. As the weeks go on, we will be talking more about it. And when the launch date comes, and we're gonna have a really cool launch party here in LA, which we will broadcast some of that, clips of it. But go out and get that magazine in April, because you guys, this is our kind of gift to ourselves and to you guys, because finally we get represented.
Yes.
The
Yay.
Amethyst community.
The Amethyst community.
We're the Amethyst community. Because you have the Rainbow community, you have the Red and Blue states.
Can we be like the mystics
You have
community?
the goths, you have the rockers, you have the hip hop. Now, so we're like the Amethyst community.
And we have a third. We have a third surprise.
We do?
Yes,
There's
we do.
more, but there's more.
This is gonna be a
There's
surprise to me.
more. Okay, so we actually it's going to be in the spring. We shot a episode on the Jack Osborne show that just launched. It's a new show that just came out.
Called American Paranormal.
American Paranormal, where I think episode 1, and it takes place in Joshua Tree. And we had a very supernatural experience, supernatural time there. And that's going to be coming out in April. We're very excited, or not April, but in the springtime, around this time.
Sometime then. We don't know the
we're very
exact date
excited.
yet.
And to follow that, we have another big secret project that we are filming. And it's going to be we're filming in March. I don't know when it's going to be released.
But we're just going to tell you that much so far.
Yeah, we're not going to give away too much more. All I'm going to tell you, it's a lot more filming, a lot more TV. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
So you can imagine we've been gone since November. And in that time, we launched a magazine. We got involved in some bigger TV shows. We moved.
We're still in LA.
We also have a bigger new studio. And we're here with you now to present all of this to you, because it's going to be so much fun. And you guys are going to see this whole thing explode. We're we're ready.
Well, why don't we begin? Because I have some
Yes.
spirit shout outs.
All right, here we
And
go.
I want to
Okay.
just get on with the getting on, as we used to say back in the day. Okay. So, I've got a couple of things I want to say here. Spirit shout outs, in case you don't know, are I get messages either from people on the other side, or just a psychic message about something that's going on in someone who's watching right now live. Yes, it could be you. So I'm very specific with my messages. So let's say it's somebody's name who passed away or something, I'll say that. So I do 3 spirit shout outs at a time. If this message is specifically yours, and it has to be specific, it's not in the realm of, because when they give it to me, it's quite pointed. Then write in the chat, hey, I think it's for me, and then I will address it. Once in a while, I'll say a name, and 2 people go, oh, I know that person crossed over, and then I can feel into who it is for, okay? So shall we begin?
Yes, let's shall.
Okay. The first thing I want to say is that there's a gentleman who crossed over who left all of his fishing rods and fishing equipment, and you still have this fishing equipment. It even might be goes so far as to even be his boat with a motor in it, but you don't know what to do with it. So he is coming through and showing me this, that this was like a big part of his life, all that fishing stuff. Okay, thank you. Second name that I want to say is okay, this is hard to say. Okay, so do you know that there was back in the old days, the record players used to be called gramophones, and they had a big tube sticking out, and then RCA Records had the dog, and they showed that on their little label. If for those of you who are older, you'll know this. So I'm seeing that dog, that white dog with the black spots on its face. This dog it's reminding me of that dog, and so that dog is here on the other side. Yep, I'm getting messages. Yes, I get messages from dogs. There's also a message for somebody named Drea. Drea. I don't think this is the name of the person there. I think it's for a person here. So it's somebody, it feels a very close relation. So we're not talking cousin, we're talking like very direct, 1 degree, immediate family relation. But they're saying the name Drea. Thank you.
Well, guess what?
What?
We forgot one giant big thing
What?
that you also did while we were on hiatus.
What?
You led D. Snyder from Twisted Sister on a shamanic journey.
Yeah.
His very first one at his house.
Yeah. So that was, you guys should watch a podcast called Acid for Squares with our soul tribe.
Quite a few
Tanya
people
and
are
Cody.
on here saying that they watched the episodes.
They saw it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's
saw
what
it.
reminded me, actually.
Well,
Yeah.
can I just take a moment?
Tanya and Cody, shout out.
Tanya and Cody, shout out.
Love you.
We love you. And Dee, we love you. And Suzette, we love you. I want to say this, is that for me personally, and guys, imagine this, put yourself in my shoes, okay? When I was 15, 16, 14, teenager,
Wow.
in high school, you guys know I'm into heavy metal, I'm into all kinds of music, but I was a heavy metal singer. And when I was in high school, Dee Snyder, in my top 3 influences in singing, performance, but not just singing and heavy metal. He influenced me on a personal level when I was 14 or 15. Dee Snyder was and is such a great example of clean living, no judgments on anybody and anybody's path. I'm just saying, you got to give it credit to somebody who lived clean his whole life.
Right.
And has been married 50 years, has kids, reached such heights of success. His career went up and down, and the kind of fortitude that you have to be able to surf that wave as best as you can without losing your mind
Right.
or your life is incredible, is remarkable. So he was an influence. He used to always talk about believing in yourself and working out, and your music is your drug, right?
Right.
So I was really into that message. He stood in front of Congress and fought for free speech in music. He was up there with Frank Zappa and people like talking to Congress. Well, and this was a time, guys, in the 80s where we owe a lot to that moment in history, because they were censoring music. They were trying to stop you from listening to certain lyrics. And art has to flourish. Freedom of expression has to be there. It's up to you and how you interpret art, not someone else's job to interpret how you should interpret art. So he stood for that. Now imagine this. My life goes on. I don't, continue on a musical path, and I go into my psychic mediumship, and as a shaman, healing people, helping people heal, facilitating that for 20 years. And then through a series of amazing psychic events, I'm leading my guru,
Wow.
someone who taught me, someone who,
Wow.
and to find myself in that position, I had to take a breath. I had to take a beat. no pun intended. It struck a chord, no pun intended.
I'm like getting emotional again.
And then, you know,
Empath, what a surprise.
and I have to say something, because think about what it takes for Dee
Yeah.
to let someone who admittedly was a fan, is a fan,
And to trust you.
and to trust me and to
Right.
be vulnerable,
Right.
and to not have to be the big rock star
Right.
image in front of me, and to let me help him. And I had said to him, you know, in ancient China, in the Shaolin temples, the Kung Fu master would teach the young students, and then the students would leave the forest and leave the temple. And it was a job of the student to leave and go out into the world and come back with some knowledge for the master. And that's what I said to Dee. And Dee said, I like that. And he was very comfortable with it. And I was comfortable with it. And it's something that I will never, ever forget. Please watch Acid for Squares. Watch Dee Snider's testimony about his sacred medicine journey.
Yeah.
And how he tells it is so open, so funny. He's such a great orator. Can't say enough great things
He's
about
like
him.
a natural born teacher, actually.
Yeah.
You know, he came to
He's a
this
Pisces.
planet to
He's a
guide.
Pisces,
Yeah,
by the way.
It's incredible.
Which is so interesting, right?
Do you consider that Pisces when they are fully expressed? Is that a
Pisces, when they're fully
fully
expressed,
expressed?
because he is intuitive and emotional, but he comes across much more on stage like an Aries or a Leo,
Right.
which I'm interested in seeing
Pisces,
his chart.
even though they have so much water, I've noticed that they have, they have this firepower, but it's not fire. It's like water power.
It's tsunami power.
It's tsunami power. They just have this like depth, and they can really, really push a lot of energy.
If they do it, you know, Pisces challenge is very big in this life.
But it's to get them to do it. Now let's talk about what Dee Snider said. That is his inspiration, which was his father, like you said, you know, and that is the thing that actually propelled, as if you guys want to talk about soul connections. So his father comes to the planet and plays a role where he is going to tell Dee Snider not to be himself, not to express, not to sing, not to have long hair, not to do all the things that he wants to do and make him wrong and be very militant about it. It was that fire, that angst, that suppression, and the rebellion from his father that propelled him into the world that he has created.
Those videos for
but
We're Not
imagine
Gonna
if
Take
the
It.
father never was in the picture and never did that. So this was a soul agreement. And you guys have this in your own life, where you have people that come into your life that you think are here to just cause trouble, stir trouble for you, and you get so angry, but it actually is moving you. And if you know how to navigate and put yourself in the right, road, you'll actually take this energy, this angst, this firepower of being angry, and you could use it for good. So yeah, what were you going to say about?
I was just going to say that people have asked me, a few of my friends have asked me, oh my God, was it so surreal and how could you focus?
Right.
And I'm like, let me tell you something. Just like Dee, once it's my turn to do what I do, it doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
I'm here to serve, to help, and I'll go to every dimension to help you. It doesn't matter who you are in the sense of earthliness. I'm only connecting to your cosmic self there. So all earth identities of whether you're famous or whether you're wealthy or whether you're this or whether you're that goes out the door.
Right.
And no, it wasn't surreal during at all. There was never a moment of like, oh my God, that's Dee Snider. No, not at all. Not at all.
That would be really funny.
That's ridiculous. I mean,
That would be really funny to see that. if
no,
you
that
did it
happened
way.
like on the plane ride home. I was like, wait, what? What?
Wait, what just happened?
No, that did not. That did not happen.
It makes you want to like call all your childhood friends and tell them, okay, guys.
Yeah, I wonder if some of my old band members were ever going to see that.
Imagine.
Who knows? Hey, anyway, so back to you guys.
Back to you guys.
Any spirit shout out answers?
Yeah,
Okay, let's go.
We do.
Yes.
So Jen had asked a question about her and her husband, Mike, about their soul contract. And she wanted to understand it more. And her husband collects Victor phonographs and nippers, which is the dog that you mentioned. That breed of dog is called a nipper.
And he collects the dog itself?
The
like
dog
he breeds the
and
dog?
the phonographs. He collects both of
Oh
them.
my God.
What's his name?
His name is Mike.
Mike, dude, are you watching right now?
I don't know. I don't know if he's watching.
Mike, if you were watching, I just want to give you a big hug and high five, brother, because it sounds so cool what you do. And if you would send us a picture of those phonographs, like suddenly I'm really feeling the magic of that. And this is Jen's husband?
Yes. Yeah. She wants to understand their soul contract.
Well, okay. So when I tune into you, I'm going to use some analogies here, musical analogies, since we brought up the phonograph, and my guides will always bring me a symbol. For those of you studying how spirit guides communicate, they show a particular symbol not only so that you identify with, where Jen goes, oh my God, my husband collects that, and the dog, but also because of that aspect of his life being musical, it tells me I want to give the message in musical terms. So what I'm seeing, Jen, is that you know those gauges of like how loud something goes and it goes in the red? You guys' meter often goes in the red is what I'm seeing. The meter's going, it goes in there. That dynamic tension, first of all, is what brought you together. It is something that you have to master managing, because that kind of energy can also blow you apart. It's energy. Don't be afraid of it. It's just energy. Orion and I have massive energy. When we love each other, it's like the whole world's come together. And when we're mad at each other, it's like, okay? It's okay. That's how energy goes. So don't ever be afraid of that. So that is part of the contract of like really harmony. Some people who are such sticklers go, but isn't every relationship about harmony? It is overall, but sometimes it's people are just automatically harmonious. So that's why I say sometimes the people who like go, I want my twin flame, I don't want a soulmate anymore. I go, listen, twin flame is like, it's as high and as low as you can go in terms of like stretching you. You'll hit the pitch of all of your, puts it in such a great way. I don't have the same words that she has as an empath, the way she describes twin flame stuff, but I will say this, is that I know that you have extremes. And basically you have to face yourself in a more powerful way. And of course, that's your soul contract with him. And so I would say the greatest gift that you can bring to this is a sense of humor overall, and to be able to laugh at yourselves, at each other, at yourselves, at each other, and the whole cosmic joke of it all, because life's too short, and enjoy this ride together and create. You can create it any way you really want to create it. Okay.
Jenny's in the house.
Mermaid Sea Witch is in the house.
Mermaid
Yes.
Sea Witch, Miss
Guys,
Jenny.
I want to tell you, Jenny,
Yep.
Mermaid Sea Witch, is one of our contributing writers
Yes.
into the Chakra Cozy magazine, where she has this article about waking your body up after winter and just kind of doing some self-massage. So you're actually going to see her in that issue. Hi, Jen.
And actually, Alex also contributed with her
Correct.
somatic
Breathwork.
nerve. Oh, it was the breath work.
She did this beautiful breathe
I
into
would've
spring
thought.
meditation. You guys got to see. Alexandra's this basically, you kind of just do all kinds of body, mind, and spirit. Wellness overall. Nervous system reset.
Huge nervous system.
Well, that calls for a Pringle. What doesn't
Toss
call
one
for a
over
Pringle?
here.
By the way, this is not a Pringle. This is, can we get a shot of this? This is called the Good Crisp Company. And no, we are not getting paid for this.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because it looks like it, right? But I've always
The-
wanted to show a
Hey,
product.
I know.
It's going to happen. Don't worry.
We're not opposed to getting
Oh, I'm
paid
not
for
opposed
it.
to it all. Would you be opposed to getting free potato chips?
I'm not opposed to getting paid or having free potato chips.
Yeah. We're gonna like blow up one day where you guys will be getting like dresses and jewelry and all this stuff, and you'll be excited, and I'll be like, I got potato chips today. The potato chips company that wants to give me potato chips. That's great, Riz. Okay, they are a healthy version of Pringles called the Good Crisp Company. Okay.
So I want to remind
Next
everybody,
spirit-
as we're about to go into the spirit shout-outs and the psychic medium questions, I am here to offer support for energetic and nervous system help, reset, and trying to navigate in this world in a way that feels comfortable to you. And comfortable is the name of the game because, as we know, there's so many uncomfortable situations. But it's not just mental. It's not just changing your mindset, although that's part of it and it's a very important part of it. But a lot of it is also just environmental, and it's how you treat your body. It's how you treat yourself. It's how you take care of yourself from morning to night, from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you lay your head down at night. It like my life is methodical. Every single second is accounted for. I know exactly what I'm doing because I'm such a highly, what would you call me? Like a highly active, sensitive empath. I am extremely sensitive. So I feel a lot of things. And if I don't create an environment around myself or create an internal environment or external environment that creates a cozy, safe, and comfortable place for myself, I'm really deeply affected. It really affects my nervous system. So I know a lot of you are healers. A lot of you work with energy and Reiki, and many of you are psychics, and many of you.
And you know, we have a lot of nurses.
Yeah, we always get a lot of first responders and nurses, EMT.
Big love to all the nurses out there.
Yeah.
Especially I think I've had great experiences with nurses over the years. So I just want to say,
Yeah.
it takes a lot to be a nurse because they're on the front line.
Yeah.
So what do we got with the spirit shout outs? Anybody else?
Those are all the spirit shout outs for now. I reminded everyone what they were.
Oh, I got one more.
All right, go ahead.
So the name Goldie is coming through. I need to talk about the name Goldie.
Goldie. Okay.
Let me know if that name is connected to you.
Goldie. Okay, let me write that down so I remember.
I have something while we put that out there. Oh, wait, we have questions?
Well, I got lots of questions.
Let's go for it.
do it.
I forgot we take questions. No, I'm serious. I actually forgot we take questions.
Well, one of the first questions, actually in honor of his birthday, Paul would like to know if the guides have a message for him. He got let go from his job about 3 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Right?
like we always say,
Right.
congratulations.
Do I continue in the field or go down a new career path?
Continue in the field for now, but also go down a new career path.
Well, it's even just the idea that you're asking yourself that question is where it's at. It's the fact you get a chance to self-reflect. So if you never, ever had this opportunity to be in this situation, you would never be reevaluating what you really want to be doing, how you really feel about the career you're in, and if you really want to change, and who you've become and who you are becoming. So all these conversations start to appear as soon as a situation like you get let go from a job or being fired. So never look at it as a negative. It always is your higher self is stepping in to change it up for you, because God knows you'll just keep doing it for the rest of your life. And before you know it, you're like, oh my God, I was in that job for 30 years. I didn't even like it. So we don't want to see that happen, right?
Right. Exactly. That's a great tuning emotionally. Now, psychically, I would say this. What I'm seeing, and the reason I say it so quickly, because they just show it to me immediately, is both. Immediately, I see like the frequency that you have going with your particular, it's not really your career, it's a job that you've had for a while. I would call that a job. I call that's what puts food on the table and roof above the head and getting to whatever you like to do with your money. But as far as career goes, no, that's not where the career is. So don't put too much thought like, okay, because I got why do we say congratulations, by the way? Of course, because the universe will move you to where you need to be, even just mentally and emotionally, to get some perspective. So they know you're not supposed to be there more than you know if you're not supposed to be there. So you are working and creating with the reality that is 100% intentional.
So he
and you're
said he was
flowing.
there 25 years.
Yeah.
And he wishes that he could work in the addiction field.
Yeah,
to help
I've
addicts,
always seen that. Listen,
but that doesn't pay a lot, and
it doesn't pay a lot. That's why this is just for the money. That's why I said food on the table, roof above your head. There's no drama to it. So what I want to say to you, Paul, is that the drama in your life has nothing to do with your work. In fact, I think that what I tune into when you are doing this work is that the people that you meet, they are touched by your personality and that you're upbeat, and that's the kind of healing energy that you give off. You don't always have to. Some of the greatest healers I ever met were not in healing services, guys.
Yeah.
They were selling flowers,
Yeah.
or they had worked in a shop, and when you went in, or they worked in the bank. There was a guy when we used to bank with Wells Fargo back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that guy? He was like Albanian or something. Do you remember this guy?
I mean, you're going back like 15
I know.
years.
My memory's really
Like-
good because my moon is Scorpio, right? So I remember this guy, and every time I went into the bank and I sat down at that desk, he was so welcoming. He was so warm, and no matter how challenging what I was trying to do was back in the day, financially figuring things out, he was so supportive. He wasn't getting a commission out of it. He wasn't doing anything. He was just there happily serving and interacting. And that helped heal me in my life when I was struggling. And I felt better about abundance and prosperity, partly because of that guy. I don't even remember his name, but he was a healer.
Yeah, there's healers amongst us that
Healers,
are just in
yeah.
every field, every walk of life.
It's how you do what you do.
Exactly.
It's not
Exactly.
actually what you do. There's
I
so
have
many
actually
healers that I'm
done-
like, why are
I
you?
was just gonna say that I've been to healers. I don't know if you
I'm
guys
like,
have
you shouldn't be
experienced
doing
this. Where I'm like, this is not okay. You guys are like,
You should be doing something else, and
Exactly.
wasn't to put them down. It was honestly just saying,
I've actually
do something
seen
else.
some healers that I look at and I'm like, have you tried singing or getting into
Why don't you
music?
just be an actor?
And they're
Why
like,
don't you-
oh, that's what I really wanted. Like I wanted, to be in a band. And I'm like, well, that's actually your calling. And what's interesting, and this is a great segue, is if you do the thing that you really want to do, you become more effective as a healer because you're authentic in your expression. And then everything is lit up and it's like all your circuit boards are lit up and you are just giving 1,000% kilowatts. And so people feel that. And it's more effective than if you were to just force the hand to try to become a healer in a field that you know nothing about or you don't really feel it. And then all of a sudden you're just doing it and it's kind of routine and you just don't really know what's happening. And you're kind of like, I don't know, I like it, but it's not really me. It's because it doesn't mean that you have to be a healer in a healing profession to heal. You could be a healer as a musician, as a cook, as like you were saying.
But here's the thing: is that yes, but I mean, let's be real, guys. It's just because people don't want to be healers because they don't know whether they can make money doing it, and that is valid.
That's
so
true.
Paul's saying, yeah, I want to be able to help people who are in addiction, but it doesn't really pay much. Then don't do it. Do that once or twice a week. My work with people is don't make the career the drama in your life. It is not the drama in your life is that you're not doing what you really want to do. It is surrendering to what you are cut out for. I just finished talking about I wanted to be a heavy metal singer. That's what I
Right.
wanted more than anything. Being a shaman, number one, I didn't think I could be a shaman. I didn't even know what that was at that age. What I painfully, and listen to your brother Riz, because nobody has fought against doing what they do more than me. I have witnesses in the room. I did not want to do this.
Do you still want to not do it?
No, now I love it.
Okay.
But I love it because I surrendered first.
Right.
I would be lying if I say I loved doing this. And
Right.
people are like, but Riz, I really want you to love it because you're my favorite shaman, you're my medium, you help me so much, I want you to love what you're doing.
Right.
I go, if I would be doing you a disservice if I just casually said, I love what I'm doing.
Right.
Like everybody else who just says they love what they're doing. Let me tell you, I know almost all the healers. I've met them all and hung out with them, some of the top in the field that maybe you know. And I would say a lot of them will just lie to your face and tell you they love what they do. And I know they don't.
Yeah, you could feel it, especially if you're authentic yourself and you're not playing around
So-
and you're like really in it.
Yeah.
You can feel it when somebody else is talking to you if this is their truth that they're in
Right.
this. Yeah.
So I'm very open about it.
Right.
I didn't want to do it, even while I was doing it up until even 5 years ago. I was like, I wasn't waking up with joy about the work every single day. I did find the value, and my heart was very centered, helping. But how long can that last you? Honestly, it had to be, where am I going to be having fun?
Right.
And I was like, when am I going to be having fun? This was my journey to learn. And people were like, but you channel so amazing. I wish I could channel. Can I take channeling classes from you? I'm like, I would teach channeling classes. And part of me would say, people would say, well, I want to do what you do. I want to be a shaman and do that 24/7. And I go, no, I'm just cut out for this. It's like if you talk to a boxer, they don't really want to be boxers. They're just cut out. They were built really tough. They were like that when they were 7, jumping off the top of the
So
monkey
true.
bars in the playground. They
Right.
ended up, and rolling and falling, they ended up becoming fighters. And so you got to do what you're cut out for. And so when I work with people, I help you to figure out what you're cut out for, cut out the drama about what you're cut out for, helping you to find out what you're cut out for. And once that part of your life is now neutralized.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah.
When you said cut out the drama, that's where most people are like, wait, so what's that? What's the drama that I'm bringing to it?
Okay, I'll tell you. So someone wants to be a healer. They come to learn from me. They end up going, now I'm going to be a healer. And that once I'm a healer, I'll be happy. Guess what happens? Then they become a healer. Then their drama, how can I get more clients? What's going to happen? Do they really respect me? Oh, people don't like me. I put a video up and they just made fun of me. I'm like, welcome to life online. Who cares about the comments? Who cares? After a while, you just develop a huge, thick skin. For every 100 people who like you, there'll be 10 people who say you're the worst. And that's conservative. Okay. So the drama is then the drama of, I wish I could do something else with my life, gets replaced by, now that I'm trying to do something else with my life, how can I make more money? How can I be more successful? How can I do it?
So that takes precedence. So now that becomes the primary concern. Now that becomes the focus. And then all your lights start diminishing because now everything you're thinking about is how to advance, grow,
Right.
become more. Now that's a natural.
Let's just say it's, honestly, it's money-based.
Okay.
They're not figuring out how to be a better healer.
Yes.
They're only trying to figure out how to get more clients.
Okay.
And I keep reminding them, just get better at what you
Right.
do.
Yeah. Authenticity, man. That's where it's at. You have to be really, really, see, the thing is you have to be in tune with what you want.
Right.
That is the whole key here is you have to know, what do you want? How do you want this?
I
How
don't
do you
think
want to
that's
feel?
But here's the thing. Can I just talk to you about that a little
Yeah.
bit? I don't think you have to know what you want.
Well, I have heard you say this before, and I know what you're going to say.
What?
Is that it's what you're cut out for, and
Yeah,
you may not
it's
want
not what
it
you want.
because you wanted to be a heavy metal musician, and that's what you wanted.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Right?
Was I cut out to be a heavy metal musician? No, because
Okay.
now I could sing. I'll just say I could sing my ass off.
Okay.
I can play my ass off. I can perform, but that's just 1.5 hours on stage. I know how to go in the recording studio. That's another bit of time, but I was never cut out for nonstop touring, staying up all night, being around all sorts of behaviors that I didn't do, the treachery of the music business, the idea of a popularity contest. My heart is way too soft, in at least in music, to have had to deal with that.
At that time period.
At that time period, because
Yeah.
what's your lifespan? 5 years in
Right.
pop music, and then the next, that high school class graduates, and then it's the next round of people who are popular bands and singers. So I wouldn't be able to take that idea of you were at the top and then you fell because nobody listens to heavy metal anymore, or at least that type of music. Whatever you do, just apply it to what I'm saying. So I wasn't cut out for all the other stuff. I was only cut out to make the songs and be on stage, and that is not enough. Man, these guys who are in those bands, they are
beasts.
they're beasts of a different kind.
Yeah.
They can't do what I do and live this life,
Right.
and I can't do that life. So that's why I say, start to really get honest with yourself, see what you're cut out for. This is a blessing and a gift, because what you do is going to no longer be your drama anymore in life, and you'll focus on being happy and relationships and nature and your creativity.
So why don't we go to the next question?
All right.
All right.
Do we have an answer for Goldie?
No, we have. We
That's
have
so
not.
crazy. It's coming in again and again.
Well, maybe somebody will. Sometimes it takes a minute for people to make the connection.
Spirit shout out, Goldie, name connected to you. I will say also one more date I have to say here. It's coming up. It's March 13th is the date.
March 13th.
March 13th.
Okay, March 13th.
Okay.
This is a question from Kelly. Her brother Pat crossed in 2023, and she wanted to know if there's any messages from him.
I have to ask her, was there any kind of, this doesn't feel like just like a normal passing. So was this, meaning, what is a normal passing? Like, I don't know, some people die of natural causes, but did something cause this that was unexpected? It's just, I need to know that.
Okay, so we'll find out that. Do you want me to ask you another question
while she
in the
answers that.
meantime? Okay. Let's see. Oh, Craig Mitchell says March 13th is his birthday.
Thank you. Craig, we'll get to your, we'll get to you in a second. I got to give you a birthday message.
Oh, yes. Kelly, her brother had ALS.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It just felt unusual. ALS is like Lou Gehrig disease?
I believe so. I think it's like you lose total mobility.
Yeah, I have a message. I have a couple of things that are coming through that I want to ask you about. So in the room that he passed away in, I know I'm asking you questions, Kelly, but I have to because I'm being drawn to the room that he was in when he passed away. Was this in a home? Because I'm seeing a room and I'm seeing the curtains and I'm seeing like what he could see. And I need to know that. And then I can go further. Hi, Craig. I want to give you your birthday message real quick. March 13th. This is for Craig. Yeah, so indeed, Craig, this is the year of the horse for you. The Chinese, astrology is it's the year of the horse. We were in the year of the snake last year, which is about shedding skin and transformation. And horses, we're moving forward, standing on our feet and, with pride in the stride. So this is also about you're locking down for yourself how to differentiate between relationships and connections that feed you, but maybe you have an issue with, and relationships or friendships. Doesn't have to be a relationship, could be friendship also, or even business, where it feels good all the time, but you're not really growing and looking at yourself. And what's going to happen here after this particular birthday on March 13th is that you're going to really kind of get more serious with yourself. Doesn't mean you're not going to laugh and have fun and still be, that person. It's just now you're saying to yourself, you know what? This is actually good for me. I need to interact here more rather than pull back or, disappear or ghost anyone. This is like where you really begin to open dialogue and step into a more conscious understanding of your emotional life. Thank you.
Okay. I'm waiting for Kelly.
Yeah.
But we had two Goldie references,
Tell me.
actually. Lordonia said one of her nicknames is Goldie.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And she said, I wear gold leotards all the time in yoga class, and I paint with gold, and gold is like her color.
Oh, wow. And who's the other one?
The other one is Melody says, my youngest sister, Tammy, had a dog years ago named Goldie,
Yes.
who was a golden retriever.
Yeah.
So those are
Thank
the
you.
two.
It's actually that one.
Okay.
Let Tammy know that this is part of like her spirit animal. Goldie is still with her. And she's like sitting on a throne. Imagine this golden lab sitting on a throne, like being fed grapes. She's just like watching the show. And she's with Tammy when she's watching TV and like has the popcorn or whatever she's snacking on when she's watching it. Like Goldie is right there still, popping in for those moments to kind of cuddle and relax and enjoy that time. Thank you.
Aww.
I'm asking Alex to give me some candy.
What kind of candy do you want?
Look,
Wait, I
I
want
don't need
candy
sugar,
too.
but right now, like I
Chips
need
Ahoy me over here.
marshmallows. I need jelly beans.
Yeah,
Hook me up.
I would. Thank you so much. You're a gem.
So Dennis Strahl is in the house.
Big D, how are you, Dennis?
We miss you. Desert Dennis, who has done so many UFO shows with us. He has shared his personal experiences as being abducted, or not abducted actually, but time missing.
Made contact.
And made contact. And also he's talked about everything under the sun regarding the same topics that you love to talk about, Riz, which is the secret what would you call it?
Disclosure.
Yeah, the disclosure, just the whole thing. It's
So-
just, I don't even know if we should open up that can of worms.
They asked Obama the other day, are aliens real? He goes, well, aliens are real. He goes, but it's not like they're at Area 51. So then the whole world has now been replaying that quote, making memes about it. Obama said that there's aliens. And so today right before we came on live, I saw that someone also put up that he posted that, to clarify, I meant that the universe is vast and I'm sure aliens are real.
Come on.
I predicted this, but people have asked me about disclosure, and I said they will always take, 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's how disclosure about the truth, about the alien reality, which is that not only have they crashed and landed, but we've been working with them for 50 years at least in direct contact. Not just we have the vehicles. It's like, no, it's a lot more like the movie Men in Black than you realize. Okay, so that being said, that's another example of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Now
Right.
he's saying, no, I just meant that aliens are real because, the universe is so big.
Let's take another question.
Let's go for it.
Okay, hold on. Once I was trying to get someone's name.
Back to Kelly.
Yeah. Kelly has not responded. Kelly, where'd you go? We were totally talking to you. Let me pull another question because I did have a spirit shout out, but the person did not give me their name.
Okay. Which one was it?
It was for the fisherman thing.
fisherman
but
thing.
I don't have the father's name or their name. So
We need your dad's first name.
and
first
your
name.
name.
Thank
Their
He's been hanging around.
tag
He was
is
the
Ocean
first.
Channel.
Yeah, the first spirit shout out I gave tonight was about this person on the other side who
Yeah,
left their fishing
that's
equipment
them.
here, and you have it.
So what they go,
by
did
the
you go
way,
up and
we
get a
have
snack?
super
Where'd you
chat
go?
we should handle.
Yes, before we go to that though, actually there's a question I wanted to give to you, O.
Okay.
Nicole says, I would love some insight and advice on how to process all the heavy energy around me. It seems like many people I love are struggling in different ways. Is there a message for me?
So imagine a magnet, and a magnet can be in the position of receiving, and other magnets around you will come in your field, and all of a sudden just all their energy just attaches to you. And you just feel like the weight of so many people around you, and you're carrying around an energy field that includes all these other people around you that are struggling. And so you're trying to manage and carry around a lot of people, including yourself. And so some people take this all the way to the actual earth. They go full global, every human on the planet, they'll take it that far. Trust me. So my suggestion is you turn the magnet around, okay? And what you're focused on, it's not repelling, but what you're focused on is holding your sovereignty. How can I say that word? How do you say it? Sovereignty. And you are presenting yourself in a way for yourself, not for them, that is peaceful in your own right for yourself first, because that is the only way that you're actually going to be able to help anyone else. So if you want to be in a position of helping, guiding, a lot, helping people move energy forward in their life, or giving advice, or anything that you want to be an impact, you cannot be carrying around a story that other people's energy and their sadness and depression, all the things that they're going through, are affecting you to the degree that you take yourself out. So you become so heavy yourself that you actually can't function. And this happens to every single empath until you learn about this. It is imperative that you learn to take care of yourself. You become almost obsessed with self-care. Do you guys agree with that in this room?
Oh, yeah.
Self-care will become your top priority. It is going to become your God to take care of your being from head to toe, inside and out. And it's super important because if you go down and you're the one bringing the gifts, there's no hope at all. So the best thing to do is to take care of yourself first and foremost. Remove that energy of attracting or receiving things that are not yours, or even thinking that you need to carry it, or thinking that it's a burden. All this information is all heavy, and it has a negative kind of dense energy field to it, and it just drags you down.
I agree. And there's something that happens that when you see people around you who are so deeply sucked into the own vortex of what their challenges are, because that's life, we all have our challenges.
Right.
We look at another person and go, that was nothing. You know what I went through?
Right, exactly.
And then you're saying that, and another person looks at you and goes, yeah, that's nothing. You know what I went through?
Right.
So no, don't play that game. Everybody's, what's happening in the realities that each individual soul is creating, co-creating, is their soul path. Now, there are plenty of, all of us included, that there are people who tried to tell us differently throughout our lives, and we did not understand what they were talking about. We just thought it was the opposite of what they were saying. We were like, whatever to you, you don't understand my life. And then 5 years later, 10 years later, we're like, oh, that person was right.
Yeah.
And now I know what they meant. So that you can be offering gold, and they see nothing there. It's invisible to them. So firmly plant your flag into what you believe so that they know where you stand. They're not here to rock your world. Their story is not here to change your story. Your story is that you believe that everything is part of your soul path, and you should embrace it, understand it, dive deeper into it, don't run from it, and then evolve. Period. You don't have time for blame or victimhood games from people around you. And some of those people are going to drop off, everybody. They're going to drop off. It's one of the first signs of spiritual ascension when you start. And what do we mean by spiritual ascension? Not that you're better than anybody else, but you're more free.
Okay, so let's break down the word ascension for 5 seconds. If the word ascension gives the connotation that you're ascending up, right?
Right.
But this is not levels. We're not talking about anything going up or
Frequency.
down.
We're talking about frequency.
Yes. So an ascension is more an experience. It's an elevation, and it is a feeling of high vibration within yourself.
Right.
It's not leveling up, and it's not leveling past somebody.
Yeah, it's not about better than. It is definitely about freer than, more peaceful than. That's for sure. You have every right to be more free and more peaceful, as free and as peaceful as you can be. You are here for that. Nobody's here to live your life but you. So understand that as you're becoming more free and more peaceful without judgment, victimhood, or blame, how long is that going to check off your list? That's a daily practice to check yourself for any of those 3 things. That people are not on that frequency, they're going to fall away. And that could be people very close to you. It could be siblings. It could be best friends. And you're going to have to allow it. And if you can do it really cleanly without judgment, victimhood, or blame, then organic growth is possible for everybody. Nobody has their hooks in each other. You certainly don't have your hooks in them. That means that they need to be a certain way for you to love them. You can love other people even when they don't know how to love you back or even how to love themselves. You can still love them, and you can create the space. You can't don't keep watering plants. You'll kill them. Spirit shout out?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Okay. So, Ocean. This is the fishing one. Okay, so his name is John. His father, Phil, was a spear fisherman, and now he's a spear fishing mentor, and have been meaning to pick up his fishing gear because his have been breaking down.
Thank you. So, John, and when did Phil pass on?
It was a while ago. He didn't give the specific date, but
I think that it's really great to know, John, that it's interesting. When Phil was coming through, I heard the name Jack. So I don't know if there's a Jack, or I know that Jack is a nickname for John. But anyway, just side note that's the name I heard. Let me know if that's connected in some way over here. And please let me know if the name Marion or Marianne is connected also here, or Marion.
Marianne.
And the month of February, is that connected to Phil or you, John? But anyway, he's there. He's around you. yes to like handle because he was specifically talking about the fishing equipment, John. So our loved ones are so, at times I feel, involved in these practical daily things more than like, were you there for my wedding, Pops? Or were you there? Like, yes, but that's not actually when they're the most there. I have found as a medium, they're there for these moments of what you're thinking about doing, or sometimes you're doing the most random routine thing and they're with you. Now, why? That's because you're neutral in that moment. You're just being yourself. You're not necessarily thinking about them or mourning them or remembering them. And so you've made the space very open energetically for them to flow in and just be around you. So yes, he's around you. Yes, he's just come to like get it done. And he's sure, of course, he's proud of you that you're continuing. That's wild. We had a spear fisherman watching the Mystic Psychic podcast. Hello. Are we not the most diverse psychic show in the universe? We got nurses, spear fishermen, Swiss cheese makers,
not just
video
any
game
spear
designers.
fisherman, a spear fisherman mentor. Okay.
So, but I also like to know from John, where's like a good spear fishing spot?
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to go do it. I'm just curious, where do you spearfish?
Tell us.
And is there a fish that's the easiest to spear?
Probably the big ones.
There you go. Okay.
Kelly came back around and she did say that her brother in the last months of his life, like he was always in his room.
Thank you.
So that's,
I was just seeing that with him in the room and seeing what he was looking at. I do have to say this to you. The ALS, fine, that's his body. That wasn't his consciousness, though. So he was in and out, I would say, for at least 3 weeks before his passing is the number I'm getting. Curious, was there a particular TV show that was on all the time? There was a particular channel that was on all the time, because that's also in the room. Like, I didn't feel hospital. I just felt room, curtains, TV on. And curious also, Kelly, did you ever put headphones on him? Because it's all about how much the music means to him. That's what I'm getting also. And August, there's a heart around the month of August. Please tell me who that is connected to. His name was Pat, right? She said? Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Let us know.
Okay. We have some super chats.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
I felt you tagging me to be like, remember the super chats. One of them is from, let's see. Oh, John said, I like spear fishing in Newport, Rhode Island.
Okay.
It's my favorite diving spot. And his dad actually died spear fishing.
What?
Jesus Christ, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gangster.
Yeah, seriously.
Rhode Island's cold, man. It's like 6 months of winter.
Okay, so these spirit shout out, or not spirit shout outs, super chats. The first one is from Ina. I guess you gave her a message in July, because she said, I'm truly and deeply grateful for your special words for me in July. I'd like to know how to better connect with my spirit guides, if they have some advice for me this year.
How to better connect, and she wants a message from her guides?
Well, I think,
Well, I'm going to tell you something very interesting, Ina, that's coming up about you. And you might find it unsettling. But it's fascinating. So you had a past life, and it was pretty modern times. Like, it feels like early 1900s, but you were a guy not so reputable. You were involved in some shady things, and not so lovable either, I would have to be honest with you. But there's a reason why they're showing this to me. So, note to self and everybody else, we're not all, we didn't all have just lives in Egypt and all these wonderful places and had amazing experiences. We also had lives where we were people that you wouldn't like very much if you knew them in this life. The reason I'm bringing this up is because in that lifetime, you had some cronies under you. By the way, this feels like America, but also of Eastern European descent. I don't know what that means. If it was like whatever Eastern European, I see that's where the family was from. And you had learned you had kind of were involved in some kind of criminal activities and things. You weren't some famous gangster or anything. You're just very normal, run-of-the-mill. But interestingly enough, you had these cronies under you that you delegated authority to you. By the way, one of those people is named like, now that person's name is like Julia or something like this. Julia? I don't know if you know this person now, but their name is that now. And so you had these cronies that were with you, and even though you were like this bad boss, like criminal type of person to them, you were like a parent, and you were this guy that was like a father to them in a weird way. And that's where you found love. Now, why is that important for me to tell you that in this lifetime? The reason is that you're coming full circle with ideas of, I'm going to have to say it, where you dominate or where you boss people around, and where you've had ties with people in your family where you didn't really understand the connection. And maybe also the part of you that had to deal with your own temper in this lifetime. It's like you had to work out anger over a couple of different lifetimes. And that's where it was. And you were, but here's the bright side of it all. You're always trying to find love. You're trying to find love even with your little gang members and all of that. You were still trying to find love. And that was the goal of the soul, right? So in this coming year, what I would say to you is you are really softening your stance on relationships, on control, on ideas of where there's nothing to prove anymore, and you're dropping all sorts of judgments. You're starting to see why people do what they do, what their soul's goal is in this life. Also, stepping into your wise woman era, beginning now. And I'd love to hear what you have to say about that message.
Kelly had some confirmation.
Thank you, Kelly.
He watched TV all day long. He loved the TV show Medium with Teresa Caputo.
Long Island Medium.
Yeah.
Wow.
And which ironically, I mean, he's coming through Medium right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's why he's coming here.
Yeah. And her daughter's father passed in August.
Okay, thank you.
That's
Last August?
Of cancer.
You're just putting a big heart around it to give you healing. That's usually a sign of either a birthday anniversary or just there's something that he needs to give you love about. That has to do with that particular month. He was around for that.
Couple more of the super chats. This question is from Yasmin. She had gotten a message about a possible new home in 2025, but it hasn't happened yet, and she wanted to know, like, is her timeline changing or any
So let's
advice?
talk about that. You know, I've given messages, and any good psychic should, or honest psychic should say, sometimes you don't get something right. But in defense of those moments, I will say this. Oftentimes, the messages come to help move the timeline forward, where before it might have happened in 2027, and then you get a message it's going to happen in 2025, so you have to activate that energy. That's how and I'm telling you how it really pans out, because sometimes people say, how come it didn't happen then and it happened 3 years later? Is that psychic message still correct? And I go, well, you know, understanding how energy and reality is created, yes, we are all shifting timelines. We have our own free will, and that does shift a timeline. You change your frequency. Here's a good way to explain it. So psychic realities, possibilities of what can happen to in your life, they are not infinite. You don't have an infinite number of professions you can be. You don't have an infinite number of partners you're going to have. It's finite. There's only a group of people that you're going to partner with and a couple of different careers you could have in this life. The possibilities are not endless. Sorry. Clearly, if they were, everyone would be doing everything all the time, and it's not how it goes. So your realities are like frequencies flying through the air. As you tune your radio station dial from 98.7 to 100.3, you're going to pick different songs, but you have to turn that dial. So 100.3 might be the 2025, Yasmin got her new living situation. And 98.7 might be 2028. But where she's going is up to her. So when the psychic gives you a message, there's some times where it doesn't matter what you do, I know that thing's going to happen this year. And it's happened even when people were like, it's never going to happen. But moving has so much to do with how much are you running from where you're living? Not good. Do you secretly hold a belief that you can't have it? Not good. Not conducive. Conducive, by the way, the word, honey. Mm-hmm. Remember when we were talking about the word conducive and conductive? Mm-hmm. That both are like just one letter off, but they're both the same thing.
Right.
Something conducts energy. Can you talk a little bit about, in this message that we were talking about houses, mm-hmm. and like how you have to be actually ready for that new space, something in that realm, because I think this will help her.
To be ready for a new space?
Yeah, because I gave her a message that in 2025,
yeah.
that new space would show up, and it didn't show up. Mm-hmm. So she's asking, did I shift my timeline? And I'm going into...
Oh, yeah. You can totally block your own progress. We all know that. Mm-hmm. So it can be anything. A lot of it has to do with belief systems. So your beliefs could be, even though you get a great message, your beliefs is, yeah, I don't know. Is that really going to happen? Can I really create that? Is that really possible? Do I really deserve that? And this second guessing and this double talk to yourself, will send out so many buffers, so much static, so many blocks to stop progress in your life. I've talked to the guides so many times where they have said to me, you guys could have gotten to that point many years earlier, but you still had to work out so many other things with yourself about why and how, and if I'm going to get it, and deserving issues and blah, blah, blah. And then finally, when we cleared all of it, then it was able to come into our field. So a lot of times what happens is you just literally, you want it, it's your desire, you feel good, and it feels like it's going to happen, but it's all wishful thinking, and it's actually not deep grounded work. So you have to actually really believe that you can create it, because you're actually sending out your signal. You are sending out your instructions to the universe. You're saying yes, you're agreeing. If you want to move, let's say, Riz gives you a message that you're going to move and you're aligned with that. You lock into that frequency. You put your feet on the ground and you put your head down and you walk that path. If you are not serious, and if you are feeling like you're just waiting for the universe to scoop you up and move you from one location to another, it is not going to happen. Okay? Mm-hmm. This is about you finding your own authority.
Well, now what'll happen now, some people will say, but I couldn't find the spot and it fell through.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the outward circumstances. It has nothing to do with what's happening outside of you. It's all about if you are ready. There's people who have been given messages that they're going to meet their significant other or their loved one, and it was going to be around the corner, let's say 2 or 3 years or 2 years in the future. And they were going to meet that person and marry that person. And 5 years later, it still hasn't happened. And yet they've had multiple psychics tell them that. Mm-hmm. And so the big question is, what happened? Are multiple psychics that don't know each other all wrong?
Right. That has happened so many times.
Mm-hmm. So many times.
Oh, I've done a message for someone and they go,
somebody...
3 other psychics said the same thing, and I've just been waiting.
There's people at the edge of their seat on this one. So here's the thing. You're actually, what you're doing is when the psychics are presenting this, okay?
Yeah.
Imagine you're at a buffet. It's a big, long white table, and all the psychics are putting the same dish down in front of you. Here's the meal you're about to be served. Here's the meal you're about to eat. Now, how you prepare for this meal, how you step to the table, how you walk up to the meal, take the meal and decide it's yours is up to you. No one can make you do that. No psychic can make you do that. No cosmic system is going to make you do that. No astrology is going to make you do that. You have to set yourself in motion in the right way that feels correct and good to you authentically. So there's power. And then from there, you move in the direction that you feel is going to be fruitful. Now, guess what happens and could happen to you? As you're walking to the table to get your buffet, 10 things from your past has to be handled before you're ready for partnership. And those 10 things that are core values from your childhood, you didn't know were there, are so important that if you were to have attracted or met anyone in the space that you're in that current moment, you would have not been with the right soulmate.
Oh, that's
would have
very
been with-
interesting. So that reminds me of, so we basically, I got to say this.
Earthquake.
You all right over there, Alex?
I
We
knew
almost
that was
lost our
going to
tech. He
happen.
fell over in his chair. He was just knocked over by the psychic
He was
energy.
knocked over by my message.
Okay, so what we're saying is
power.
oftentimes you get a psychic message that tells you to go, you need to go to that place. And you go to that place and nothing happens at that place, but everything happens on the way there or on the way back. And it could be even things like, oh, my car broke down. But the psychic told me to go there, but my car broke down. I never got there. Like, okay, but then what happened when your car broke down? How'd you deal with that? The way that the universe and the spirit guides work is they're trying to get you to do things. They put the carrot on the stick for you to
Exactly.
get
Yeah.
there.
And many
do you know how many
times-
times?
And
can
do you
I-
know, well, you interrupted my message, so I'm going to continue because you're
Well, I'm
going to
just-
take it
this
off.
is-
You're going to take off into
this
a
is called
tangent.
flow.
Okay.
I'm just flowing
Flow
with you.
or take the message and run with it and go. I have to complete what I'm saying.
All right, go ahead.
So there's times that I've talked to those people and I've asked them, so how do you feel that you got this message by all these the psychics? 3 to 4 years go by. You were supposed to have already met this love of your life and you
Right.
still haven't. Time is ticking. You're just going on and on. How do you feel? And they're like, if I would have met someone in that headspace that I was in at that time, it would have, first of all, not even worked.
Right.
It would have been a nightmare. And I wasn't ready. So
I was that person. Remember?
Does that fit?
Totally fit.
You're one of the people that I know.
Totally that person that happened to. But we've talked about this and I'll say it again. I don't think I would have become the astrologer I am today.
Do you see how many things came from it?
Yeah.
Now, interesting, the table, the buffet of the psychic messages from Riz to everybody else, they're all sitting there and they all have the same meal. It's the same meal. And you're like, I can just go to the table and just partake. I can just get in a relationship. I could just do it right now. But every time you start going, you feel inauthentic.
Yeah,
Something is not aligned, right?
Totally.
And then you realize, oh, I got a rock in my shoe. I can't even dance on the dance floor with it if I get a partner right
That
now.
always propelled me to go deeper into my own spiritual journey.
I have a question for
All
you.
of those things. Yeah.
Is it an endless list of clearing? Or do you get to a point where you finally say, okay, I'm ready?
Yeah, I think you get to a point where you say you're ready and it's also a surrender to know that, like, I think there's a certain stage where you start to realize that relationship itself is going to start to do a lot of the clearing.
Right.
Too. Like you can
Right.
prepare so much and then you're like, well, at some point I got to get on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, there's people like that.
Yeah.
I tend
But
to
that's
be
the,
like
that's
that.
the key pivot moment.
Right.
But that little subtle thing of like,
Right.
okay, just get it on the field.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot more psychic power behind that little casual moment of, okay, now I just got to do it.
Yeah.
It's like right in
Yeah,
there.
it's really not a casual moment
It's not a casual
when you
moment.
say that. Yeah, because you're like, oh, I see. And this was big for me. Like, I felt like I have to prepare. I have to heal these things. I have to do this. And like, to a certain extent, yeah, I really did.
Yeah.
But then there was also another realization, and that came from, being witness to your partnership, like, and being with you guys for so long, is that there were things that I could only work on in isolation so much. And that relationship at any stage became this huge mirror for, okay, like, how am I doing? Like, has this cleared?
It's an,
like,
it's an instant feedback
instant
loop.
feedback, yeah. And then you start to realize,
Being
like,
in
oh,
partnership is an instant feedback loop, and you can
Yeah.
really see yourself, and the echo is there. And so
Yeah.
you get to see how to make adjustments
Yeah.
and if you want to keep. So some people say, I got all these messages from guides and I'm still not in a relationship. And when is that going to happen? And this is why. Or you told me I was going to go move into this house in 2 years or next year or
Yeah.
in 2 months. And why didn't it happen yet? But it was when you surrendered, when
Right.
you started to let go, when you started to become.
Can I tell you a
Right.
funny story?
Yes.
I'll never forget this reading I did. Like, it was way back, back in the day. And I had said to this woman in a reading that she's like, when am I going to meet this guy? I said, I don't know when you're going to meet him. I said, well, no, I feel like it's the next couple of years. But I saw them meeting at an art event. Now, I just saw art and I saw them there. So that's the guy. Cut to like years later. I'm literally in like Whole Foods or something, okay? And she saw me in person. She's like, oh my God, Riz. And she was happy to see me. And then I didn't know who she was because I do so many readings. And she's like, oh, I did a reading with you back then. And I said, any news from out there in the world of whatever I said? She goes, well, you did say one thing about me meeting someone, but I haven't met him yet and didn't come true. I'm sorry to say that. I said, totally cool. I said, anything else? And then she was like, well, you said I was going to meet him at an art gallery. She's like, but I'm like not into art. That's like not my scene. I said, did you go to any? She's like, I get invited all the time to these art gallery things from two of my friends who are. I said, you didn't go to any of them? She's like, I'm not into that. I almost dropped my kombucha. I was like, what? Where is this a joke? Like, I thought I was getting punked at that moment. I was like, well, you probably, oh God, I didn't know what to say. You didn't go? If a psychic told me something, I'd at least try. More than once.
I'd be like, sign me up for
My
every
teacher
art
told me-
gallery event there
Yeah,
is.
my teacher told me to go in the middle of the park and sit there on a stump on a rock for 5 hours to get a message from my spirit guide. And guess what? I did.
Yeah.
I sat on a stump in Central Park for 5 hours without any water. What did my spirit guide say, you ask? Nothing. I got no message for 5 hours of sitting on a rock, and I went home, was walking home, and that's when something very psychic happened to me that day. So,
There's so many stories like that. So
Yeah,
many
so
messages.
many, so many.
Yeah.
all right, let's
Do you want to go to
continue.
the next question?
Yes.
Is it psychic medium or?
Oh, I got to shout out
yeah.
just before I
Yes.
go.
Yes.
You got to shout out before I go.
Yeah.
So they're showing me somebody that in your house, you know how you have the vent on the side of the whatever, sometimes it's up on the wall or whatever? Did your vent, the lid fell off or like it's hanging like this or you're supposed to fix it or something? One of your house elves spirits is talking to me about, they're literally showing me that cover for the vent is off or it fell and you're not, whatever. Is this you? Tell me.
Is this you?
Is this you?
And there's someone on the other
Just tell
side.
us if it's you.
There's someone on the other side whose name is Chip or even, Chip.
Chip.
That's their nickname, Chip.
There's not too many chips anymore.
There's not too many
No.
chips anymore.
There used to be a lot more in this like 70s.
Well, that's
and
why,
80s.
because they're on the other side now. But there's one
I
here
see, I see.
that is coming through.
Come on down, Chip.
Chip. I don't know. Okay.
Okay, let's see who that is.
Okay.
All right. So Tiffany.
Yes.
Tiffany would like a message about her health. She was now, to clarify, I know we need to do our health disclaimer when people ask about their health. But
ahead.
she was diagnosed with MS. Do my guides have anything that they can tell me about this
Well, give
About
the
my
health
health.
disclaimer. Or do you
Yeah.
want me to do
Well,
it?
Give the health
I was
disclaimer.
you
You'll
say
have to
it
say it.
more like better than I do.
Well,
but
I could say it.
Can
we're
you?
we're not
I feel like
here.
you know how to say it better than
Yeah,
me.
we are
sorry.
not here to diagnose. We
Right.
are not medical professionals. We are not giving advice to help you make any decisions with any kind of program in the sense of like health related or like medications, prescriptions.
No,
Da, da, da.
we just give about some
So-
spiritual insight into things.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm sure that you have looked into the spiritual things, insights into every condition, which is so hard. A lot of people to accept, and it's just, I think that it's something that we dive deeper into and exploring. Not only what are the physical reasons for what we're going through, but is there a deeper meaning here for us? Okay, and I've worked with people even up until their very last days who were in hospice, and those people who've just blown my mind in life have actually sat across from me and said, I know why I'm leaving. And it's emotional for me to even to say that, but I've sat with them. They knew their spiritual reasons. So, okay. Let's talk about MS, your MS. Tiffany?
Yes.
I mean, she's saying, what do the guides have to say about this? No, I need a more specific question.
Well, I think what
The
she
guides always say the same thing, which is this is part of your spiritual path and your reality, however you are approaching it, is for your evolution, whether, of how to find relief from this, because many people feel that it is a sentence given to us. And there are people living with MS or any other condition who are spiritually made more peace with it. So we're not here to give medical advice on how to deal with it. I think that you have the internet, you have ChatGPT, you have everything you can ask for about all the different types of treatments that are available for you. So I would like to get a more specific question from you, Tiffany, about this. Okay.
Okay. So we do have a spirit shout out
Thank you.
for the vent thing.
Yes.
So this is from Erica. I named twin. I have a laundry vent
Yeah.
on my kitchen that goes outside that fell off.
Yeah,
Like the
thank
vent,
you.
like exactly what you're talking about. So my name is Erica. I'm gonna have a baby in the next few months. Oh.
Okay.
And would be grateful for any messages from the elves or otherwise.
Thank you. Congratulations. Well, the elves are like, can you just fix it and just get it done? Because these are, this is how energy flows through structures of our home. Doesn't matter if you live in a garage or you live in a mansion, okay? Energy has to flow through there, and you have to take care of, even in a temple, the temple roof needs fixing. You got to fix it. Get on the ladder and fix it. So not you, but you please take care of that. Okay, baby coming. Yes, of course. Star child baby, of course, coming through. Connected in a different way. The intelligence of this child is, I see, very visual, very artistic. I didn't say autistic, though at this point, the levels of autism, like, we're realizing that what does even autism mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We're all on some kind of spectrum,
Oh my
aren't
goodness.
we, right? According to that
Yeah.
lens.
Yeah.
And maybe this child may have some of that going on, but I wouldn't call it that. I would call it differently connected in that way. I am interested in, are you having any joint soreness right now? Because I feel like, look, you always have to be careful about, massage and acupuncture when you're pregnant because it can trigger things. But you certainly need to take care of these feet. And I'm curious if you've had any shoulder pain or neck pains or things. You need a good, tender prenatal massage. I would add that to your program now, as well as this child. Are you into apples or anything? Do you like, you can have a little apple pie or a little apple. I don't know why apples are coming to my mind. You tell me if that's something has any relevance to you here. But I could taste that. I'm like, you can have that. You can have a little slice of apple pie. Is it a girl? Because it's feminine to me.
It's funny because there's some other people here who saying, I think it's a girl.
Well,
Some other psychics.
I think that's for someone else's.
Oh, is
question.
it?
Yeah.
I just thought I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah. but let's see. It's really cute. Okay, let's see. Trying to read this. Sorry. We have. How about an animal on the other side?
Of course.
Okay, great. My name is Candy. I lost my cat, Whizzy Bear.
Whizzy Bear.
I can't even take it.
Love it.
In 2017, he was more than a cat, otherworldly. Have we been together before? Would he reincarnate back with me again?
Let me tell you, for anyone who loves their pet, this is a true, authentic, vulnerable question. Because if my cat Poof, when Poof leaves this world, I am not satisfied with, I'm not going to meet her again. She has to meet me somewhere. When I die, I expect to see Poof there. Like, are you kidding me?
Right.
I'm not going through, like, to the other side and not seeing Poof. I will be looking for Poof. So, yes, the bond is permanent with certain animals. Not all your animals, by the way, because we've had lots of cats. But there's certain animals that they're your people, right? They're your person in a sense. So I'm not getting anything in the past here. I have an interesting question for you. What was her name again, though?
Whizzy Bear?
Candy.
Candy.
Oh.
So Candy, do you do this thing? So do you keep a bag or a purse or something on the floor by your bed? Or next to the couch? Like, I see a bag on the floor. I'm just curious. Or did you used to do that when Whizzy Bear was around? I'll wait for the answer.
Back to Erica.
Yeah.
She said she could only eat apples in the first trimester.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was one of the
Wow.
only things she could
I
eat.
must be psychic.
Oh, man.
And she said it's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy.
And she had
Well,
a
he's gay.
dream. She said she had a dream he was a boy before. And she didn't have pain in her shoulder neck area, but she had really bad sciatic pain.
Okay.
So she said, thank you so much for
But you need
the
that
message.
prenatal
Yeah.
massage and
Yeah.
postnatal massage.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
such
yeah.
a big thing. There's so much emphasis on like prenatal, but there's you need a lot postnatal too. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for Candy to respond.
Spirit, shout out the name Parker. Parker.
Parker?
I need to talk
Okay.
about Parker.
Parker. All right, let's see. How are you open to like kind of more? Oh wait, no. Actually, I want to ask this one. Leora. First of all, she says, "Hi all, lovely studio. Such a great and uplifting vibe here. I'm Leora. Can I please ask about any kind of galactic life that could be really connected to me?"
Yes, I can tune into that for you because, as you know, is that you in here, Leora? They're inside here for you, Leora. Look, it's your family inside there. There's that creature that you picked up from that star system in that lifetime. It's on this ship. They're waiting for you. So as a medium who's always been fascinated and drawn to, since as far back as I can remember, I felt that I was in touch with off-planet beings. And I don't mean spirit guides, because they're kind of, in a sense, off-planet. I'm literally talking about what we would call cosmic races. I don't even like to say the word ETs anymore because it makes them sound like creatures. Just races, beings, life, intelligence on other physical planets, okay? I've always felt connected to that, and I've channeled them and had books published with my channelings from them. So I would say with you, when I tune into you, so I'm not getting a physical place, but I do want to talk about your connection to how you're tuning and how you're opening up your own sense with them, okay? And there's one in particular who communicates with you that is about, you know how you have your routine, Leora is her name?
Yes.
Leora, like, you know, your nighttime routine, like how you wash your hands and how you take your, whatever your jewelry off and you put it there. And then you're very particular about like what you're using on your face. And you're becoming very aware of what you're putting in your body and what you put on your skin. And the elements that you're using, if you put something, a piece of jewelry, or you have something near your bed, that sensitivity, in that heightened awareness is from that genetic link of these, because some of the beings that you're connected to, or the race that you're really connected to in this physical life, is very sensitive to the environment here on Earth. That's still part of who you are. So in a sense of like, you could have a visceral reaction to a texture, a visceral reaction to, and this is not your ADD or your autistic or what all these other labels are, or OCD. You're not. This is just, and it's your sense of taste. By the way, it's interesting. What I'm also getting about your sense of taste is you know what you're supposed to eat and what this physical body needs for you. You have to really dial into that now. And so they're working with you to make sure that your earthly body, your feet stay on the ground and your third eye stays connected to the cosmos. So of course, chakra work, very important for you to understand that you're on the planet exactly where you're supposed to be, in the body you're supposed to be in, and really accept that now and just clear this off the table now so you can get on with your purpose here, whatever that may be. Full expression of yourself, understanding of yourself. So that's what I would say. Also, go to Mount Shasta.
Oh, that was a psychic hit that you said that, because I was about to say, let's stop for a second and talk about our upcoming retreats. And you said Mount Shasta.
Well, Shasta's sold out, honey.
I know, but I was just about to stop us because we're towards the end of the second hour. We're going into...
We got 20 more minutes.
I know, this perfect
Let's talk
time.
about Egypt.
Yeah, let's do it.
You take it away.
Well, we have several retreats, and actually Erica is the one who knows exactly, but we have several retreats that have a few openings, you guys, that you can join us. Since we started this podcast 3 years ago, which we can't believe, but it's been about 3 years, because we've been doing retreats 5 times a year, 6 times a year since like 2010. So we've been doing this a long time. But when we got on the podcast, we just started talking about our retreats and we started sharing. And since then, so many of you have joined us. You've come to Glastonbury, to Merlin's Cave. You have come to Egypt with us. You have come to Japan with us for the Cherry Blossom Festival. You have Sedona, Shasta. You guys have joined us from the podcast. You spend the weekend or 10, 7, 9, 10 days with us and you get to know us. We're in buses together. We're eating foods. We're going all around the world. And some people do back-to-back. Some people do back-to-back retreats.
We're riding camels together.
We ride camels together.
It's been so funny. People have been on the podcast.
Do you know what my favorite thing is?
What?
Is that there have been people that have sent, because we have 5 grown kids that are now adults, but we have had parents send their like older teens alone with us because they really want to go to Japan and they can trust us because we're parents. And so we take excellent care of them. Like if they are our own children and they have a blast, life-changing experiences.
Yeah.
There's been full families of 5 join us. And there's been people coming from just having fun to
and they
people
stay friends.
grieving.
What's really cool is that I've seen them like on social media at, like later on, and they're like pictures of them together way after they met on our retreat. They end up having these friendships.
There's lifelong friendships that have come from our retreats. Our retreats are very special and unique because it's guided by us. Riz is the primary tour guide for all of them. I don't join too many of the domestics, but I do all the international retreats. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is life-changing. We go to vortexes. We go to sacred sites. We go to places where like the first early Hopi Indians, Native Americans had villages, and we'll go there. We'll go to crystal grids. We'll go to Stonehenge. We go into the pyramids. Riz takes people to the top of the Great Pyramid, and everybody's meditating at, what is it, 450
432.
432. And everybody is up at the top of the King's Chamber actually meditating. We go into the Temple of Isis. There's so many things. So if you guys want to join us and you want to come with us and spend just the time of your life.
I think Egypt is the only one that has space right now.
Out of all the retreats in 2026, you're telling me Egypt
They're all
is
sold out this year except for Egypt.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's that I have an ability to add people to Egypt. I mean, otherwise it could be technically sold out, but the Egypt retreat is getting bigger and bigger. It's actually better when it's bigger because I can't say it's a party going on. It's a spiritual party going on.
It really is.
Yeah.
Everybody parties on our retreats. Nobody's drinking or partying like that. People are having a spiritual, cosmic, third eye, awakened, high vibrational experience together.
People remember their past lives.
The conversations like on the buses when we're driving through different places in the deserts, going from one city to another in Egypt, the Nile River. The conversations that I hear.
Erica, drop in the link to the Sacred Earth Retreats page,
Yeah.
Because the pictures, you guys, if you ever just look at the pictures of the people on these camels and having fun in the desert, the smiles on their faces, these are, you could see, like the child comes out of you. Like there's hot air balloons going over the pyramids. It's insane. Yeah. And so Riz and I, we just have been doing this so long. We have curated it down to like a fine science.
15 years.
And it is super safe and super clean, and everything we do, it just feels really good and at home, and you're going to love all the locations that we go to and the accommodations and the food. We know all the best places to go. We've been doing this for so long. So if you...
Oh, wait, we do also have Japan for next year.
I was going to say, for 2027.
For 2027.
Can you believe this, you guys?
You
have to go into 2027
before it leaves, guys.
We have to.
The goal is to end up being with we have 100 or 200 people going to Egypt. We have all our buses, and when we get to 100 people on the retreat, I am going to rent out the pyramid.
Yes.
For a private.
Yeah.
So if we get 100 people for November, I'm going to rent the Great Pyramid.
And you guys can help us get to that goal by bringing a friend or two or three or your family. And if you join us, the more people we can get, the more we can rent out.
Up close to and we'll also get in between the paws of the Sphinx, which is not allowed except for special groups.
Right.
Wow.
So let's get up to 100. Let's go out there, and you'll be with me and O.
And I think the youngest we can take is 15, 13, 14, 15.
11.
11?
Yeah.
If they're a mature 11.
If they're a mature 11.
That's pretty, that's still, to me, that's a little like they could be uncomfortable.
Well, 11-year-old
old
today is really different than when we were 11.
That's probably
I think I still had chocolate cake on my mouth at 11 years old walking down the street, oblivious.
Now 11-year-olds are
with high water pants and
filing their 1099s.
Yeah, they're giving business advice at 11.
Actually.
I barely knew what was going on.
If you guys are interested, if you're curious, if you want to go, if you have questions, reach out to Erica, and the links are there.
And you get a discount.
And if you sign up tonight, you guys get a discount. Or tomorrow in the next...
Next 24 or 48 hours.
Yeah.
We'll give you a special live
pick one, 24 or 48.
Let's see, what's today? Sunday? So by tomorrow night, Monday night, let's do a 24-hour discount.
Okay.
Just type in Egypt.
Don't type anything in because I won't be able to contact you.
I'm registering before I'm signing up,
Just
and I'm registering now, and Erica will know.
Email me at info@rizmirza.com.
Yes.
For the next 24 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like another spirit shout out?
Sure.
Well,
did that name come up?
Sorry, I just was like, yeah.
Well, first I wanted
I said the name Parker.
Actually, there were two people that responded.
Let's go to that person now. Yeah. I got the message here.
There's a Parker and there's a Chip, so we could end on those two. Parker was, let's do Chip first because I have to find Parker. But Shatanya had a friend pass from heart failure 25 years ago, and his name was Chip.
Thank you, Shatanya. So Chip is here to say hello to you, and that all is well. And he is, he's kind of like, climb every mountain, Shatanya, reach the top.
Oh, and she's going to Sedona.
Oh, actually. Is she really?
Yeah, she's coming to Sedona.
Well, you're going to be climbing a little bit, but not mountains.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so looking forward to meeting you. Okay, great. So he's probably going to be there with us for the Sedona trip. So he's just saying hi, and then he's with you on your spiritual adventures. Okay, Parker.
Parker is so that's Stormy's son.
Okay.
His name is Parker.
Okay.
And he is in a I think he just got his license. I was trying to find because I got distracted.
We'll
Sorry.
take your time
But
to find it.
Well, while she's doing that, I have a question for you, Riz. People
Sure.
are asking,
Oh, I found it.
when are we coming back on Psychic Sunday Live?
Yeah.
2 weeks from tonight.
So
that would
basically,
be,
we're going to do 2 a month.
Yeah, every other week.
Okay, so not this
Well, we can do
Sunday,
next weekend too.
but
Why can't we?
Well,
I've missed being here with you
maybe
guys.
I know. But
Maybe
I want
next-
Erica to look at our schedule to make
And
sure
we got to
that
make
it's
sure
actually
we got to make sure
doable.
Alex, our
And
pilot,
he's available
is with us.
and all
Yeah,
this.
we may need to do
We'll
every
figure it
other
out.
week.
When you first started out with us, we were already super booked and packed as it was in our schedule doing our work that
No,
we've been doing.
Erica's busy.
But
no,
now,
she's not. She's not busy.
But now even
You're
more
free.
It's
so.
not up to date.
Don't you like when all 3 of us talk at the same time?
That's
It's
not up to
awesome.
date right now.
Okay.
It's called crosstalk. Let's just all talk at the same time. It's fun. Nobody can understand anything.
We'll let them know. But I would like to do it next Sunday if we can.
Well,
Okay. So tentative next Sunday.
tentative.
Definitely the Sunday after next. But if we can pull it off, we will definitely come back this coming Sunday. It is 7:51 Pacific Standard Time. And Riz, how would you like to end? Would you like
We
to?
still got, that's a lot of
do you
time. 10
want-
minutes is a lot of
That's
time.
what I'm saying. If you want to take
I want
another
to talk
question.
about, there's a blood moon coming up.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Do you know about that, Erica? Of course you know.
You know, I
It's an
don't.
eclipse, right?
Yes, there is an eclipse. Well, blood moon is just, it's not an eclipse that it's a blood. That's like a
Right.
separate thing. But
I thought the eclipse was in a blood moon.
well, I think I know less about the blood moon part.
Okay.
Well,
know
I think
about
the blood moon is a farmer's
eclipse
almanac term. I think that's just
Yeah,
about how,
that's
it's a
like, and then
certain
there's
type
like the
of when
pink moon and the worm moon.
So
and-
what's
Yeah.
up with the
Yeah.
eclipse that's going to be happening?
Well, so this is, which one is this? This is the lunar eclipse that's happening.
yeah.
That there's several. So we're at the beginning of eclipse season. So we're starting into this like new wave of letting go of the control of Virgo, surrendering into the expansion of Pisces, and then we're going to switch into a different polarity of Aquarius and Leo. So we're starting like a new 2-year cycle of taking the showmanship and the expression of Leo and bringing that out into a more like universal and collective expression.
So like bringing, okay, that sounds really great.
Yeah, it's these polarities of signs. If you think of Aquarius as the opposite of Leo, so when it's north and south node, it's like Leo's that expression, but it's usually self-expression. Aquarius is about taking it into like a higher perspective.
Humanity.
So now you're expressing for everyone. It's like a collective voice that wants to
So
come through.
what should we do on the lunar eclipse? Any recommendations of what we could do?
Lunar eclipses are really good for reflecting. And so it's excellent for meditation to be in a quiet space and it's not a time that you want to try to set a bunch of intentions and manifest things. It's meant to be like, okay, we're clearing the space and we're revealing things. So it's really good to just actually have some quiet time with yourself on nights like that. So you can just kind of hear what messages might want to come forward for you.
It's so needed because I feel that all human beings, when they reconnect with nature or connect with nature, some people have never connected with nature. Honestly, they don't remember it. I mean, little kids connect with nature, but then many people grow up in cities and it's like they just lose that vital,
Yeah.
thread.
Mm-hmm.
So I find that when we have gotten out of touch of like understanding that the moon in its phases can be tapped into as a spiritual source to, and the moon kind of being your inner world. The sun represents your outer world, but then your moon sign reflects your inner world. And the moon is reflection, right? We see the moon because the sun reflects off of it. So that's really great self-reflection on the lunar eclipse.
So we're talking about symbology when you say that, right? So
And literal
yeah.
and symbology.
Right. And if I could leave you with something, as we close, I would leave you with this. No matter what stage you're in, it applies in your spiritual growth. Keep an eye out, both eyes and your third eye, but keep an eye out for things that are synchronizing, that are repeating, that are showing up in your field, that are signs, symbols, that are like you just said a name to somebody and then a car drives by with that name and the license plate, things like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times this happens to you guys and you don't know what it means. If I were you, what we do,
And the numbers.
we gather those, like somebody said today, golden nuggets, right? We gather those like golden nuggets because what that means is that you are literally waking up to your own reality. You're waking up in your own car. You're waking up to like the life you've created and you're becoming more consciously aware that this is a multidimensional experience.
Right.
And so as you're collecting all these golden nuggets of signs, synchronicities, repetitions, numbers, it's not about like, what exactly does that sign mean? What exactly does that sign mean? It actually is take a pull back, pull your perspective back. Basically what you're looking at is that your higher self has literally prepared this experience for you. These are signs from your guides. These are signs from your ancestors. These are signs from your other past lives, parallel lives. These are signs from your higher self that are showing you. So imagine them like diamonds and trinkets just shining everywhere. It is showing you that you are on your path and that you are awakening to yourself. So use these as tools. And if you see it, don't just look away and go, oh yeah, that was weird. How, what a strange thing. Like, oh, what a coincidence. Because you are dulling your knife and you're dulling your mind when you do that. Do not dull yourself. Do not listen to propaganda. Stay true to yourself. If that's magical, own it, feel it, see it, and know it. That was magic. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Stay alert to these things because eventually you're going to feel yourself surrounded by magic. And before you know it, you are living a magical life. And that's what you guys want. So keep tuning into our show.
Wait, we had a message to the left too.
You're going to try to get one in?
Yeah,
Okay,
Parker.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Parker is about to graduate high school.
All right.
And he's Stormy's son.
Awesome. So I don't know if Parker's watching, but Stormy, you happen to be watching. I love when this happens. I mean, it happens every time we broadcast, but it never stops being fun for me. Is people are watching live and there's specific names that are coming to the person who's watching right now. Because, 100,000 people watch, what after today, because there's so many people in different time zones, but it's amazing when it happens right here and now. So, Parker, this is the message for you, and I'm glad to know that you're graduating high school and in just a few months, and just to savor right now, okay? I will just say, Parker, savor, slow down, because you want to leave high school, and then there's a part of you that's going to miss it and miss this version of you, because it's like the day after you graduate from high school, basically, people will look at you differently. Like, okay, all right, now the fun's over. What are you doing? And then it's like, okay, maybe you're in college and there's another 4 years. This is a time for you to take your foot off the accelerator, Parker, and just say to yourself, I don't need to push the pedal to the metal right now. Express your love for your friends and people and just relax, because most of these people you're never going to see again in person. And they're there for this chapter of your life, and a few you will. So great, get ready to explore the world. Your spirit guides are with you. Side note, one of your spirit animals is the raccoon. I see a raccoon and a fox. Interesting. So as a shaman, I will tell you the raccoon is there to help you to understand, first of all, to help you see in the dark, but also to help you to understand how to remove masks, because the raccoon kind of has a mask, and he's saying that this is like you're discovering deeper layers of yourself now, of who you really, really are. And the fox is a very whimsical animal. Foxes have a sense of humor, and they are such unique animals, and the universe sees that your sense of humor, and to never lose that, and to keep that sense of humor going through everything. And cool. Congratulations, Parker and Stormy. Wow. What a ride.
That was fun.
We're so glad to be back, guys.
This has been
We hope you-
such a treat.
Let us know if you've been feeling the new studio and the new vibes. And
Sign up for our newsletters too, because that's when we let you know about everything that's happening, our announcements, and plus when we're going to come on next. So
Yeah. Thank you, thank you,
That's
thank you.
right.
thank you, everybody, and
guys.
see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.